Thousand Legs tries to take me out every week in my own house. Mm, mm, mm. Drank bleach and lived to tell the tale. Girl. Menopause and her funky friend Perry tried to literally put a hit out on my life. Learned that my love could not rewrite his identity. Every queen deserves a palace. Mm, my mic is on. Hey y'all, y'all hear me? I am here to give y'all my number one Netflix documentary of what I would sit down and talk about. Y'all really want to know? Here we go. This is a very, very good subject, sensitive subject, of course, to me, but I feel like this is the subject that creates and makes me who I am. And my number one prepping for my Netflix documentary is forgiving someone you don't know. Whoo, that's hard because it's easy to love somebody that you know. It's easy to love somebody that does you right. It's easy to do all of those things. But how do you forgive someone that you don't know? And a lot of us have been in this situation, not all, but a lot of us. We might have had, parents that have not been in our lives, could be, other family members, friends, a neighbor, someone that is close to you in your community, maybe your church or school or something, and they could do you wrong. You know nothing about them. But in some cases, we have to forgive. Now, of course, I believe in the statement that forgiveness is not for them, it is for us. And it is very, very true. I also believe that, through God, all things are possible. So through Him, I can forgive. But it was hard. It's very hard when someone is supposed to do something, within your life, within, you being the other half of them, and they didn't. You might have had a thought process that, hey, they are coming, they're going to do this, and they never get it right. And I went through that. I went through that all my life up until 33. And it wasn't until I had a conversation, a final conversation out of only two conversations ever in my life, where I had to let go and let God. I had to look at the bigger picture. I had to understand some of the reasonings why things were the way that they were. Not to go deep into it, but it was a situation with my father. I am a fatherless daughter. And the thing about that is that, my father has passed on. And I had to forgive. I had to dig deep down inside and say, you know what? I know you didn't. I know you were not. I know you didn't do these things, but I forgive you. Not just so much to make it feel better for you, but I have a life to go on with. I have things that I have to do. I have a son to continue to raise at that time. And so the forgiveness became powerful because it became something that was not something I just had to do because this is what God told me I had to, or because the forgiveness was for me, but it was something that became a part of my life that I never thought I would get to. It opened up doors to possibilities of loving someone again when you don't trust people. It opened up doors to areas of looking at things from the inside versus what's on the outside and making it be a situation where I could understand it for myself. I still had a life to live. I couldn't let what did not happen and what was supposed to happen define who I was. I couldn't be a messed up person out here and blame everything on that situation. I had to learn how to live my life again, not just for them or to show them or to say, oh, I got a leg up on you. But no, it was definitely because I needed to do it. And through God's grace, He was able to help me through it. Yes, I talked to, people. I talked to my mom and my friends and even a pastor, about these situations. I didn't do this all on my own. I went to counseling. I went to a lot of different things because I just didn't want to be that person. And when I tell you it helped, and do I grieve? I do. Do I still feel things when I see videos and knowing that, one day when I get married, my father will not walk me down the aisle and different things like that. Of course I think about those things. But I also know God blessed me with brothers. God blessed me with a son. God blessed me with men in my life, my uncles, men that have come in my life that are good friends and different things that have been there for me, big brothers. And I know that even though I know my son and my brothers no one stand in for me, I have what I missed. Even though you want it from that other part, but I had what I missed and I learned to embrace it. I learned to say, I'm going to love on the men that are in my life because that's who are important. Those are the people that have been down for me since day one. And God showed me how I could take my experience and forgive, put that forgiveness in my heart. So, this glow that people talk about, people are like, oh my goodness, you look so young. You're glowing, you're this. I don't look like what I've been through. I don't look like what I've been through because I allow for God to take over that area. And once I did, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Nothing was my fault. Nothing was anything that I did or anything that me and my siblings did. It was just that person. And guess what? That's something that that person had to deal with. Doesn't have anything to do with me because Tiffany gonna live her life. And so that is my number one area of the Netflix documentary series of me saying, how do I forgive someone I don't even know? Let me know what yours are. Comment, 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 and tell me. Get you a mic with a little fuzzy, thing on the end. These them 1,000 legs. Get you a little fuzzy mic and talking to the mic and let me know what would be your Netflix documentary series. It can be funny, it can be serious, it can be whatever. But I wanted to let y'all know because forgiveness is literally for us. We have to have forgiveness in order for us to go. And so when you forgive, you get this glow. So until next Tuesday, y'all, for my next series, have a good week. Be uniquely you. And until next week, Netflix out.